Hello, everybody. Welcome to this special edition of the Forest Report. Uh, as a part-time amateur content creator for almost a year now, I've had a lot of fun doing it. It's been a great challenge for me and it makes me proud of myself for kind of stepping up and working towards this particular goal. I was talking the other day during the stream that I've sometimes found it hard to stream at times, and that I wish I had the capacity to kind of stream full time. And unfortunately, currently I can't see a future where that is a possibility. I have some other life commitments and that are, unfortunately, it feels like they're increasing their demands on what little time that I have. And something has had to give. And for the sake of my mental health, my just health in general, I guess, but I guess primarily my mental health, I'm finding myself in need of larger breaks than I'm willing to give myself at times. And so sadly, the channel and my streams here are the only source of time to kind of gain back some of that needed mental breaks for myself. I guess it is the saying, with the challenges that I have, not only with my time, but I've expressed this, multiple times. I don't have the best setup. I know that, for doing this kind of content. It's been struggles before, probably continue to be struggles if I continue to maintain doing this. And I feel like it's made a hit on me because I want to release content that I'm proud of. And when I have issues, it obviously affects, my content. I've been feeling like lately I've been kind of, stuck in particular games. And that's part of who I am. I find comfort in playing a certain, a particular game for a little bit, and then I'll probably take a break from it, and then I will go back to it at a later point in time. But part of being a good content creator is you either have one thing, that you can stick to. And it's kind of like your core thing. And I don't have a core thing. So the other option is therefore to make a diverse set of content that can appeal to, have some appeal to some people, some appeal to other people. But I don't have a diverse... I just who I am, like I just said, doesn't contribute to a diverse set of content. I mean, maybe I do have, some particular niches, but I don't personally feel like I have a particular strong point either. I don't just want to be a Minecraft guy I don't want to just be a Pokemon guy. I don't just want to be a StarCraft guy, you know. I want to do all those things because I like all of them. But I don't know. But because of my time constraints and because of my tech issues and because of my content, I guess, blockages in my head, I feel like lately the quality that I would like to see from my content has gone down. Maybe you felt the same way. I'm not sure. When watching my content, I'm not planning on deleting anything that I've made so far, but I don't feel satisfied in continuing to release content that I'm not proud of. So, kind of going, I guess I should explain what all this means here, because that's kind of the whole point here. So going forward on the channel here, I'm not going to have any sort of set schedule. I just can't, I don't feel like I have, like, again, the time. It's a lot of the time. If I had the time, I could probably address some of the tech issues, some of my content issues, but right now it's a matter of time that I don't have to analyze this, you know, my situations, and, you know, look at upgrades for the equipment and all this stuff. I don't feel like I can keep a set schedule, and if I make a schedule, I want to keep that schedule. I don't like canceling streams. I don't like promising something and then it being something else. I know that's happened a few times. It's happening today. And it doesn't it's not fun, to put it mildly. So there's not going to be a set schedule anymore. I'm going to continue to make content. My goal is, I know I just said there's not going to be a set schedule, but I still want to make content. And my goal is to to try and get, at the current moment, because it's all I feel like I can guarantee, some sort of video each week. Maybe one video, maybe it's a stream. I don't know what it's going to be, because I want to make content that I'm proud of, you know, and this day, you know, kind of the day in, day out, as it is at the moment, it is not making content that I'm proud of. So I need to take a little bit of time, reorganize, you know, and like I said, maybe it'll end up being one video or stream a week. Maybe it'll be two. I don't really know at this moment what it's going to be, but I just know that at the current moment I can't keep up the demand that I have set for myself, and so I need to reduce that demand on myself, or I'm gonna break and graduate, you know. I don't want to graduate. I like like I said, I like what I'm doing, but I want to be proud of it, and I want to do content that I feel good about. You know, this isn't because I have low viewership, you know, I don't have a lot of subscribers. That's not why all this is happening. You Let me just pull up my channel because I forgot to do that. I think at the moment of the time I'm recording this here, presuming nothing has changed, which maybe it has. I don't know. Let's pull up the channel. Why is everything so slow? My channel. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so here we are. As of the current moment of this recording, I have 10 subscribers. And I appreciate the folks that have felt my channel and content are worthy of subscription. But I never set out with this project to necessarily make it big on YouTube, become famous, you know, be seen by everybody. You know, if those things happen along the way, it would have been nice, you know, it would be nice. But that's not what I set out to do here on this channel, you know. And I set out to prove to myself that I could do this kind of stuff. And I think I have, you know, proven that I've been able to make content, you know, whether it's good content or not. Then again, that kind of goes back to my previous self-critiques. But it's been a matter of can I produce content? Can I, on a consistent basis? And hey, you know, if I had the time, if I had the support, I could potentially, could I do this? Maybe. The answer is maybe. You know, I wouldn't know without the support, you know, and right now I don't have that support, so I can't get a more definitive answer as to whether this would be something that I'm could continue to be good at or be better at, you know, because I want to be better. I think ultimately, you know, for any content creator, they want to continue to get better content out there. But yeah, right now I just don't feel that my content creation is good, you know, and such. So I want to make good content, and that's kind of what I need to take a step back so I can give more time to content that it deserves. So yeah, that's what's going to go on. It sucks because there are some things I like doing. I've actually really liked doing the voice report segments. You know, I wanted it to be this kind of humorous news program that gave you updates about the channel. And I did my schedule in what I felt was a kind of unique way. But actually, it's one of, while I've liked doing the forest report, it's actually been one of the hardest pieces to create, because every week I need to reflect on what I've done for the week create up some funny fake headline, headline quote unquote story, do the weather schedule bit, and since I've added clip of the week, I need to go in and do some video editing, more video editing than I was doing initially. But don't get me wrong, like I said, it's probably one of my favorite segments. There's so many bloopers, I guess you could call them, of when I fumbled the script here, because I actually write out a little behind the scenes. Every Forest Report segment, I've like written out what I'm saying, and every it's a new fresh recording. So even the segments, or the phrases that I use repeatedly, like the "Hey, welcome to the Forest Report. My name is Fleza. Forest Report is your blah blah blah." All that stuff. That is a fresh recording each week. There's no reusing of old footage. But it's one of the hardest ones because currently my most available time to devote to the channel is not on the day that I release the Forest Report. It's the day, this is 2 days prior. It's Friday and Saturdays. But I also have to get a whole bunch of other stuff done during that time, even before I'm streaming. And if I'm streaming, there's other stuff I gotta take care of too. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, there's going to be a reduced amount of content here coming on the channel, because I can't keep up with the demand I've set for myself, so I need to lower the demand. And I'm disappointed that, I have to do this. But, like I said, for my sanity, for my health, especially, I guess, mentally, I need to decrease my load. That's the best way to put it. There's still going to be content, like I said, probably at least once a week. I do plan on doing a Christmas karaoke for you all. I think that's going to come on Christmas Eve too, so it's like the perfect day for it. But yeah, I'll be around, just not as frequently. I'm gonna finish. I'm probably gonna end up finishing the Pokemon playthrough independently, but I'll make a compilation video of all the cool stuff that happens. And release the final, probably as a video. But yeah, I just can't keep up with the channel as I've set it up. And it's also, a matter of finding motivation. Or sometimes, like I said, when I set a schedule, I don't like to cancel it. But I also want it to be good content. And when I set up today's, for example, today was supposed to be a Minecraft stream. I want to play Minecraft, but I also want it to be interesting. Playing of Minecraft, I don't have, or the last goal I kind of set up was that I was going to work on a wither skeleton farm. I don't have any of the materials for that. I don't have anything set up for that, and I was supposed to do that stream today. I couldn't find the motivation to log on just to gather the materials that I need. And I didn't want the stream to just be me gathering up the materials for the build that I'm going to do. Especially when probably not going to have all the materials on hand for the builds, you know. So, like I said, it goes back to time, having the time to get the preparations ready so that the stream is good, you know, when I do the stream. Like, if I had the time to log on to Minecraft to gather up the materials so that when I did the stream, I could focus on the building, that would be great. But I don't have the time to log on and do the material gathering so that the stream can be the building, because the stream time is the only time I have currently set up for Minecraft. So that's why this stream was canceled today, because it wasn't going to be good content, in my opinion. So yeah, anyway, I've rambled for quite a bit now, with no background music, no nothing. But I felt it was important, that my words were more important than any sort of distracting background stuff. But thank you so much for, you know, again, everybody who's subscribed to the channel, everybody who's even checked out the channel. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, it's passed. Thank you everybody who's, you know, subscribed to the channel or even just checked out the channel. It's meant a lot, you know, and you see how bad I probably am without any sort of script. I mean, some of this was scripted, but for the last, like, 10 minutes, it probably hasn't been scripted. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. I will be around, just not as frequently. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. It only took me 20 minutes, you know, to get to that point. Kind of explain how I came to this decision and all the other stuff. I'm actually kind of sad about it, really. Like I said, I really wanted to... I would really like to continue as I am, but without the time to devote to it, it just hasn't felt fair to really anybody, you know, myself, viewers. So I'm gonna take some more time, you know, and focus on making better content. You know, if I make better content, then maybe I can build the support that I need. But we'll see. But thank you so much for coming, everybody. This has been the last episode of the Forest Report, and which also details the future of the channel. But thank you so much. I will be around, and I don't know what else to say here. So, bye.